What's going on, you guys? It's BlazeTech here, and in today's video we're going to be counting down the top 5 gaming laptops you can go and pick up via my affiliate link in the description if you wish to do so, or V22 in March. Now this was last updated literally at the end of February, so it's pretty up to date. So starting off in order, we'll go with number 5 and we'll work our way down. So starting off at number 5 is the ASUS ROG Strix G15 gaming laptop by ASUS. And even though this gaming laptop has a AMD CPU and a AMD GPU, it's still a beast of a gaming laptop. And the AMD GPU that is provided is on par with a NVIDIA RTX card. The ASUS ROG Strix G15 has the best battery life out of all the laptops in this list, and you'll be able to play games such as Red Dead Redemption 2 about for 1.5 hours without the charge. So if you've got some downtime, you can play a game for 1.5 hours without a charge, no worries. And if you're using this laptop for general use, you can get about 9.5 hours of battery life if you're doing any mediocre tasks such as watching Netflix or doing some Word document signing for your business, study or school. And it's got RGB backlighting for the keyboard. If you want to customize it, you can do so at your will. Running through the spec list, this laptop is 15.6 inches, running at 1080p, and the CPU is a AMD Ryzen 9 running at 4.6 GHz, and running with 16 GB of DDR4 RAM at a clock speed of 4.6 GHz. And for storage, we have a 512GB SSD, and for the graphics card, we have an AMD Radeon 6800, which is a fairly good AMD graphics card for a laptop as well as PC builds. The weight of the laptop is about 5.29 pounds, which is equivalent to 2.3 kilograms. And the price, if you pick this up on Amazon, is $19.49. And I'll leave a link here. So coming in at number 4, MSI GE76 Raider gaming laptop. Now the MSI GE76 Raider comes in at a very high price, but price to performance, it's a very good laptop, but you have to be prepared to pay a high price for a kick-ass performance. It comes with an Intel CPU and a NVIDIA GPU, and it's got pretty good cooling to avoid overheating issues. The CPU is currently available in the 11th gen, but when the 12th gen comes out, which is literally in a few weeks, you will be able to pick up this laptop with a 12th gen instead of 11th gen if you so desire a 12th gen over a 11th gen. The display on the MSI GE76 Raider comes with a QHD screen running at 1080p and 60Hz, and to best optimize this, I would personally go into the display settings of and to personalize this to get the peak performance of hertz and display, I would get into the display settings and actually configure it myself to get the best performance out of your displaying options. Now, to be frankly honest with you, with the MSI GE76 Raider, it's more of a desktop replacement instead of a laptop where you can go to work with it, come home with it and do your work on your from your laptop. It's more of a desktop replacement. It's just sit on the desk and do it as you please, primarily because it's made for gaming and it's not made for going out and about because it's pretty heavy and it's pretty bulky. And unfortunately, at the price point that it has, which is a hefty price point, the battery does lack, but that's mainly also why it's a desktop replacement, because the battery lacks and it's more of a powerhouse instead of a laptop where you can take wherever you want. So running through the display, it comes with a 17.3 inch display, running at 1080p 360Hz with a QHD screen. And for the CPU, we are running a i7-11000H running at 2.4 GHz. And for RAM, we are running DDR4 32GB at 3200 memory clock speed. And for storage, we are running a 1TB NVMe SSD, which is faster than a standard SSD, and that's 1TB, so plenty of space for storage. And for graphics card, we are running a GeForce RTX 3070 running at 8GB of VRAM. The weight for this particular laptop is 6.39 pounds, also known as 2.89 kilograms. The price for this on Amazon is $2,598 for the MSI GE37 Raider. Coming in at number 3 is the Lenovo Legion 5 Pro gaming laptop. The Lenovo Legion 5 Pro gaming laptop is without a doubt the best in Lenovo's line of gaming laptops. So the Lenovo Legion 5 is definitely up there within those Lenovo gaming laptop series. The price comes just under $2,000 and it's got a fairly good CPU and a fairly good GPU. And the GPU is a AMD Ryzen 5000 series. Coming in at a bit of an odd 16 inches, it's perfect for gaming as well as watching movies and doing all your day-to-day tasks like you normally would. It plays games at 2560 by 1600 and it plays games at a refresh rate of 165 Hz. Now, most displays are 16 by 9, but with the Lenovo it's actually 16 by 10. The reason for this is they actually made it so you can actually do multitasking because you have a bit bigger of a display screen than normal. As for the keyboard itself, it has a 1.5mm travel speed between the top and the bottom, so it's got a pretty nice feel to it. And the keyboard also has 4 programmable backlighting for the keyboard. However, despite its price point, Lenovo's Legion 5 Pro gaming laptop, the battery does lag. On average, you might be only getting about 4.5 hours, and this is a big drop from something like the G15 that we talked about earlier in the video, going from a 9-hour battery life all the way down to a 4-hour battery life. But there is actually a perk for this Lenovo Legion 5 Pro gaming laptop, despite that it only has a 4-hour battery life. The actual charger, which is 300 watts, it charges extremely fast, faster than I've seen on anything else regarding a charge on a laptop. So that's one of the perks, even though it's a bit of a downside on the 4-hour battery life. But as for battery life and performance in gaming as well as everything else, I would definitely go with something like the Asus G15 over this Lenovo Legion 5 Pro gaming laptop. But both are definitely good to consider, but if it was up to me, I would definitely go with the Asus G15. So running through the spec list of the Lenovo G5 Pro gaming laptop, it comes with a 16-inch QHD IPS 165Hz by 2560 and 1600. As for the CPU, you have got a Ryzen 7 5800H running at 4.4 GHz. And for the RAM, we are running DDR4 at 32 gigs. And just a standard solid state drive running at 1 TB for the storage. And for the graphics card, we are running a NVIDIA RTX 3070 running at 8 GB of VRAM. As for weight, it's actually pretty heavy. This comes in at 10.37 pounds, also known as 4.70 kilograms, so it's pretty heavy for a laptop. And the price on Amazon is $2,229.90. So coming in at number 2, we have the Razer Blade 17-inch Pro gaming laptop. So the Razer Blade Pro 17-inch gaming laptop is definitely phenomenal when it comes to gaming, as well as being a standard laptop. Day-to-day tasks that are available, such as normal schoolwork, business work, or just in general use. It's phenomenal at both performances, and it's amazing because even with the small chassis that it has, which is 0.8 inches, it is without a doubt a powerhouse for the small size and compact it is, as well as only being able to perform great as well as just being able to run on one battery brick. That's light enough to just chuck in your backpack or just carry around with you, whether that be to school, to your work, or whatever it may be. And if you want to do some light gaming on the side, you can do that if you want to. And you can game with or without the charger, but of course with the charger you'd be able to get unlimited game time, but without the charger obviously you're limited to the capabilities of a battery. Now on the Razer Pro 17-inch gaming laptop, it comes at a 360Hz FHD display running at 1080p with a super high refresh rate on it, which is 360, which is absolutely insane for a gaming laptop, even a gaming monitor. And if you want to change the backlight on the keyboard, since it is RGB customizable, you can change it to whatever color you want, and the backlight is not too heavy, so it won't definitely blind you if you're at work, so you won't get vaguely distracted. Now, even though the Razer Blade 17-inch Pro gaming laptops comes at a hefty price, this is definitely a top-of-the-line gaming laptop on the high end of the laptop gaming market. Now, running through the spec list of the Razer 17-inch gaming laptop, with the display we got a 17.3-inch FHD 360Hz refresh rate, 1080p gaming screen. As for the CPU in the system, we have a i7-11800 from Intel running on an 8-core processor, and it's definitely top of line, besides the i9s, but still pretty good. As for the RAM, we have 16GB of DDR4 RAM in the system. As for storage, we have a 1TB solid state drive, and as for the GPU, even though it's a bit of a low end, it's still pretty good. The RTX from NVIDIA, the 3060. And the price for this laptop comes in at $2,499 on Amazon. And last but not least, number 1, the Asus ROG Zephyrus G15 gaming laptop. Now this is a step up from the Asus G14 Zephyrus gaming laptop, and this only has an extra 1.8 kilos, despite the big difference from the G14 to the G15. Now this laptop is definitely a powerhouse, and it comes with 2 chips with an AMD CPU and a NVIDIA graphics card, which also includes a display system of a very fast 165Hz QHD 1440p display. The system comes with a NVIDIA graphics card and comes with a QHD 144Hz 1080 1440p display. Now this comes with a NVIDIA graphics card and a QHD 144Hz 1080p display in the system, and it can definitely blow out AAA games. Not maxed out, but can still play them relatively well. And it's a good display as well as it has good color reproduction in the system. Now, even though it's normally no biggie because people use external webcams, the Asus G15 does not come with a webcam, so you will need to use an external webcam such as the Logitech G502, such as the Logitech C922 camera, or something along the lines of that. Or you could use a camera like this, just hook it up to your laptop via like an Elgato Game Link or anything like that. And 9 times out of 10, these or even a webcam that you buy externally is a million times better than a webcam that's already built into the system, as normally they're pretty poor. The Asus G15 is definitely up there as regards to its speed, its gaming performance, and even if you just buy this as a powerhouse laptop and not for gaming but for regular day-to-day use, or you do some heavy duty tasks such as video editing or Photoshop work, or even just business work, then this is still a great laptop to buy. I have a Asus G15 myself and I do so many things on it, not related to gaming, but I do all my YouTube, I do all my video editing, my thumbnails on this, and it's amazing without a doubt. Gaming or not gaming, it's good for its price. So running through the specs, we got a display at a 15.6-inch display running at 1440p and a QHD running at 144Hz. As for the CPU, we have our AMD Ryzen 9 5900HS on board. For the RAM, we have 16GB of DDR4 RAM, and for the GPU, we have our RTX 3080 running the system, which is definitely a top-of-line gaming graphics card from NVIDIA. Storage, we're using a lightning-fast NVMe SSD, which is running at 1TB. As for the weight, it comes in at a light 4.19 pounds, also known as 1.9 kilos, so it's not heavy. You can chuck it in your bag or you can carry it around with you. This is priced at $2,329 US, and it's available from Amazon. Links below if you want to go check it out, as well as all the other laptops that I have run through today. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and what gaming laptop would you actually pick up out of these 5? Let me know. I like the Asus G15, I use it every day. It's my go-to laptop, but what is yours? I'll see you in the next video. Bye.